Hey, how's it going guys? 1FO here, and today I'm going to be showing you these 4 amazing new scripts for Bee Swarm Simulator. So as you guys can see, these are all 4 of the scripts right here. We have Andromeda, Cockmuck V4 Remastered, Histy Hub, and then Pepsi. And they all have insane features on them, and if you guys want them, I'll have all the links in the description. So yeah. Now starting off, I'm going to come over here to this Cockmuck Remastered GUI, which actually has the most updated stuff on it, but in my opinion, Pepsi Swarm was just a little bit better, which is this script right here. And as you can see, if I click this, for example, they have a redeem all codes thing, which is just absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys could see there, but I just got like probably hundreds of items. And that's not even my first time using it, so if it's your first time using it, you're probably going to get even more stuff. But as you can see, these all work, so now I can transform this into a stubborn bee. Got that code. Could do a bumblebee. Here we have the bitterberry. I'm going to use that on my new mythic. Let's level him up. Feed him one. And then as you can see, on top of all the other stuff that we got, we also got a ton of different boosts. So we have all this stuff up here. We have all these plus 100% boost, just tons of cool stuff. And again, that redeem all codes thing is going to be on the Pepsi Swarm script, which is the big one over here. But I'm going to move back on over here to the Cockmuck script. So starting over here in the farming tab, you have tons of different settings to change. So you can automatically use any of your things down here. You could choose your auto dig mode. I found that the normal mode is just a lot faster, so I'm going to be using that. But yeah, so here we go. I don't even have like the best tool, to be honest. I could have a better tool. Let's just pick a field. I'm going to do the bamboo field because I think that's pretty decent. And now I'm going to click on convert at is going to be what percentage of your pollen it's going to convert it at. So just for the sake of the video, I'm going to leave this at like 30% so you can see it happen. But there we go. I'm going to click auto dig and auto farm. Just going to bring me over here, fill up my pollen a lot, and then once it gets to 30%, it's going to convert. So really simple principle. I mean, that's all it really does, the auto farm, unless you do all this stuff. So auto sprinkler, I think this is a sprinkler down here. If I would click that, then it would automatically use my sprinkler. And well, the same thing for everything else. You can actually farm underneath clouds too, so if I set up a cloud, I think I have a boost for that. Let's see, do I have any cloud? Okay, cloud vial, there we go. I'm gonna click that, use my cloud, and then we can click farm under clouds, and it's gonna use that. Let's actually turn up my convert at, or actually turn it off, so don't convert pollen now. Let's see what happens. Let's click stop making honey. So now when I go over here, it's gonna say farm under clouds, so let's click that. And of course, that now I'm going to be following this cloud. And my hands are completely off the keyboard right now if you're wondering. So if you leave this on, I mean, it kind of does look legit, to be honest. If I didn't have like walk speed on or something, it would look a lot more legit. There it is. It's going to run around picking up all these boosts for you, which is something that I don't know if Pepsi Swarm does. Or you know what? Let's check it. Just because Pepsi Swarm is also a really good GUI. Let's check this right here. Go to the farming tab. Kind of hard to get this. I have way too many GUIs open. Okay, so convert at, let's set this to 30 again. Let's not do use instant converts, let's do, convert honey early. This is actually pretty simple to use, so now that this is done, I'm gonna click farming. And let's see what happens. So, this is just automatically bringing me to the best area possible. So I think that's actually a little bit better. I don't know if I can change that, but it is pretty nice. Here's the auto, you could do, oh, this is actually it, so here you could pick your different field, but I guess if you don't pick it, it's going to do it for you, so auto is pretty nice feature. And then here it is, converting my honey, and it is going pretty fast because I have the game pass that does that for me. But yeah, so all this progress that I got here, the only thing I had to buy was a couple game passes, and I only left the auto farm running for a couple minutes, not even like 30 minutes, and I got all this progress. So really nice stuff there. Here's my mythic, which I got from there. But yeah, this auto farm is just completely insane. You can turn on and off the collect tokens. You have the ignore things, you can collect treasures, and it even has like a special tab for royal jelly. But here you can auto farm this, you could do reroll enabled, and it's just gonna keep re-rolling on a single pet until you get a certain thing. So here I could do legendary, for example. Let's do a blue legendary, and then we could do spicy. So now whenever it starts this, it's gonna do a, it's gonna keep re-rolling on the single thing until it gets to a legendary blue, spicy bee, which is honestly a pretty good bee. I don't even know if I have that. No, so I have a carpenter bee, so Pretty nice stuff there. You have all this stuff, you can clear it. Just really nice stuff there. Here's your movement tab, so you have enable go to hive bind. I think this is just if you click that. So for example, if I set this to T, and then I click T, it's going to go back to my hive. So if I disable this auto farm now and I click T, boom, now we're at the hive. And there is an anti-cheat for this, so if you click it, then it's not going to instantly make the honey for you. So if you notice with this script, whenever you use this, if I click it now, it's going to work because you have to wait for your bees to get over to you. But yeah, so there's that. You have your bind, you can walk to the goals. Here's all your combat stuff, which is probably the next tab I'll show on this script. You have a Vicious Bee server hop, which is actually really nice to have. I don't know if this script has it. Yeah, so here's that. You have all these other things you could do, which is the exact same as this script. You could just kill those mobs for you. Use all buffs. I would not recommend using this because, I mean, unless like a certain situation arises, I would not recommend using it. That's why there's a warning next to it. Just don't use it. It's going to use everything that you have. Here's a treat you can select. I'll do, I think I have some blueberries. Okay, so I have 10 blueberries. I'm going to click blueberry, and then I'm going to do treat amount 1, and then feed all bees. And then as you can see right there, fed my bees. Really easy. All those are gone. And now I can do, for example, oh, I actually do have a star jelly. Let me try that. Transform my, actually, what is this? Okay, it's a rare. Let's do that. Transform, oh, wow. Okay, well, we just got a gifted Shy Bee, Red Legendary. That's pretty insane. I don't even play this game that much, and I'm pretty sure that's a really good bee. So there's that. We can give him some stuff. I think this is him. Level up. So I don't know what that did. Oh, I think I accidentally clicked on the Vicious Bee server hopper, so unfortunately for the rest of the video, I guess I'm gonna be stuck teleporting backwards. But I can still kind of show you guys what's on here. I mean, that's mostly all the stuff on this script, but as you can see, you also have resources. So for pretty much all of this, I don't think I need to be moving, so this shouldn't be that much of an issue. Let me actually freeze my character. Okay, there we go. Here's all of your blender things, so you can do all this stuff. If I click on one, for example, I could do all of the different types of extracts, just all this different stuff. Then you can actually open up the GUI, close it straight from here, which is a really nice feature. You also have the rate that you want to do all this stuff, so you can actually give people stuff at a different rate. And there's just a ton of more features on this script that I'm not going to be able to go over. I mean, I guess I could show you guys like the teleports, because here's my character right there. I can click on the Ace Shop. It's going to teleport him over there. Freeze. Go. So now he's over there at the Ace Shop again. You can give yourself walk speed and jump power, which you probably noticed I was actually using the Andromeda Hub for, which is right here, walk speed and jump power. And the keybinds for that are K and L by default, but you can change it. And then you also have God mode, which is, of course, just completely insane. It's God mode from every single boss, every mob. And this script over here, Andromeda, by the way, none of these scripts have any keys on them, unless you want to buy the Cockmock Remastered Premium, which I think costs like a few dollars, I don't really know. Yeah, it is a really, really good GUI, and the one that I haven't showed yet is Histy Hub, which has been out for, I think, over like a year or more. But here's this, you have your auto dispenser, walk speed, jump power, pretty simple stuff. This is where you can do all of your killing mobs. You can use any of the items in the game. Here is the teleports. Teleport to the mushroom field, for example. See my character here, let's try it again. Mushroom field. Okay, either way, I'm being kind of glitchy right now. And then of course you have your auto farm, sell, and dig. So really nice GUI, really, really simple. It's also the smallest one here. Yeah, pretty nice stuff there. Here's the Andromeda Hub, waypoints, miscellaneous, extras, and settings. And then coming over here to the items tab, this is basically the exact same as the resources tab on this script. Or what is it? Yeah, it's like this one. So pretty much the same stuff there. And yeah, so I don't know what else I can showcase without moving. Like, I guess I could try to show you guys this, so if I do, or I think it's actually on this script, they have a hide name thing. But yeah, it's on this script, I kind of get them confused because they look the same. But yeah, so Andromeda Hub right here, hide nickname. And if you click that, it's going to lag your game for a little bit. And then if you look, boom, it just hid my nickname. So now if you're like sharing your screen with someone, you don't want them to know that you're cheating or know who you are, you could just do that. I'm gonna change everything that has to do with your name in the game to just me. So at least you can know that it's you, but no one else will know. There's some character effects, so you can actually spawn any of these things near you. You can give yourself a fire that follows you behind you when you're walking, or a dark fire. You can destroy the map. I don't know what this is. Let's click spawn nuke. I hope this works. Let's check. What are the notifications saying? A nuke is incoming. Get somewhere high. I don't know if this is FE. It could be. Okay, no, this is definitely not FE. That would be way too overpowered. So there's the nuke. It's gonna crash into them. And boom. Explosion. But yeah, that's all the stuff that's on this script over here. So moving on back to the Pepsi Swarm script. You have the last two files, or the last two folders I haven't showed you is inventory, which is just gonna let you type in any equipment name from here. You have to actually memorize them. Or click randomize. Randomized, now you can see I have a different backpack. And then if I click on a different one, randomize again, got the same one. Random. But of course that's a lot more useful if you actually know what you're doing. Here you have the files and resources. So this is just all the settings that are going to be within the GUI. So you have, for example, this on FC. Okay, never mind, I'm still teleporting. But yeah, so you have all that stuff. You also have a blacklist. You can remove these. You can find all the IDs. I think it's gonna put them into the F9 table. Let's check. I guess you could just like export them to a folder, maybe like in the workspace folder. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you can, and as always, peace.